heard people say that 2016 will be considered the year of, or a season of disruption. And I would have to say we have definitely had our share of disruptions this year. Some good,
some bad.
Yeah. We've probably had almost every major system in our home in one way or another malfunction or need some type of repair.
Right.
From being told that
need a new air conditioner.
Yeah, not one but two units, and then being able to get it repaired for basically $100. Yeah. So I guess in this season, one thing that remains is that God is faithful. Not only did we have all the inconveniences at home, but we also had
and our food truck.
Yeah, we had a major accident where our food truck was totaled.
Right.
But the blessing was that
we were able to get back up and running,
and to walk away basically with only
little bumps and bruises.
Yeah. I mean, we basically rolled in a ditch, but through all of that, God was faithful. No one was hurt. We didn't hit anyone. No one hit us. Where it really could have been a bad situation, what was meant for bad turned around for good, basically. I mean, in every circumstance, in every situation, what the enemy meant for bad, God turned it around each and every time and made it be for good. Not only because our food truck was, being repaired, the blessing in that was we ended up getting an event that made up for every event that we missed throughout the month. God was faithful. He continued to bless us in spite of everything that we had gone through.
My name is Jordan Reynolds, and about 3 years ago, I started on this really cool journey. I never really thought it would become what it's become today. It's just so cool to see what God can do with an opportunity if you let Him. I really didn't think anything of it. I thought I was just going to try some products, thought they would work for me, and that's about it. Didn't really think twice about it. But it's just become this huge thing, and it's been really cool to watch it happen throughout this journey. So about a year into this, I really wanted to have over 100 people on my team, hopefully have them impacted by the products. Didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that it would somehow. So I really just started tithing and believing for it and praying over it, and we ended up hitting over 100 people within the summer of 2014, right before it. So that was my goal, and we ended up hitting it. And fast forward to now, we have over 1,300 people on our team. We're impacting thousands of lives, changing lives, having so much fun. And throughout this process, God's really shown me how faithful He is. Our relationship has grown to a whole new level I never thought it would ever be. My love and faith and trust in Him has just grown so much, and He's just really shown me His love and how much He loves each and every one of us, and how He has an amazing journey planned for each of us if we just kind of tap into it and let Him really work and do His thing. And it's just been such an awesome process watching it happen. So I just really want to share that with you guys today and really encourage y'all. Tithing is huge, believing in Him is huge, believing that He has great things for us planned, and just really trusting in Him is amazing.
Hey Gate Church, my name's Caitlin. I'm 21 and this is my story. I've been in a wheelchair for the past 2 months due to a very bad car wreck. A friend who had driven by the wreck before she knew it was me had thought it was a fatality. My injuries were limited to a broken pelvis, it was broken in 5 places, and a minor concussion. The doctor said that normally it would take about 12 weeks of recovery in a wheelchair after surgery, but because I was small and young, he was going to give me 10 weeks. Whenever I went back to him after being home and having been in the wheelchair for about a month, I felt like God was telling me that He was going to take 2 weeks time off of my wheelchair stay. And whenever I went to the doctor and he took the x-ray, my bones were already halfway done healing. And my doctor was very impressed and he believed, he asked me if I had superhuman healing strength, like Wolverine or something. And he said the next time I saw him, if everything looked good, he'd let me get up and walk, which would be 2 weeks earlier than expected. So when I went to the doctor a few weeks later, he took the x-rays. He said it was fine if I stood up and walked. He said that you should move from the wheelchair to a walker and then to a cane and then eventually start walking on your own. I honestly believed that I wasn't going to need a walker because that's what God told me. And when I stood up and walked, I didn't need a walker. And that's just a nutshell of what happened. And I would not trade that experience for anything. It was worth every moment of pain, every frustration. It was worth what I have learned. Thanks for listening, Gate Church. You guys rock.